Jesse Waters tried to have a fun little gotcha moment on his show, but unfortunately, he was the one that got.
Are you still sticking with Harris?
Listen, I'd prefer that Kamala Harris for president right now, and honestly, I think a lot of Americans agree with me. Fox News' own polling has Donald Trump's approval rating cratering. He's negative 30% on the inflation. I think people are awfully frustrated with the leadership they're getting right now. Doesn't mean they like Democrats, but they're not happy with what they're getting.
Okay, so he just started off. You got to give the guy a shot.
First of all, no, you don't have to give anyone a shot. Jesse Waters did not greet Joe Biden 6 months in and say, well, I don't want to get ahead of myself with criticism of the guy. You got to give him a shot. No, I have to give him the exact same shot you gave Biden. I'll give him the exact same shot you guys gave Barack Obama when 3 hours into his presidency, you started up the Tea Party or whatever. Okay, that's the sort of shot I gotta give him. And again, he did not get inaugurated 2 days ago. It's been 6 months, and I know that because I've been tracking it. I've been tracking it right there where we've done nearly 200 shows of his presidency. I've been tracking it in the increasing amount of gray hairs propping up in my head every single day. It's not a new presidency, and even if he had just been sworn in, he was president for 4 years. We know who he is. We know how he operates. We know who he operates for. And Jesse Waters knows it too. And he knows that he works to the benefit of those same people, those same donors. But he made kind of a mistake in having Mike Nellis on there. That was the guest, the founder of White Dudes for Harris. And he was largely right in the polling that he talked about. Even in Fox News's Trump job performance poll, Trump is down 46% approval. He's not quite underwater 30 points on inflation, but it's damn near 30 points. He's at 36%. He's at 36% on tariffs. He's underwater on the economy and on foreign policy. He's underwater even on immigration. He's still over on border security, but not immigration. So I don't know. What are they thinking of when they think of border security? Again, it's a confusing thing, but he's underwater on almost all of that. And that's one of the most positive polls that I was able to find for him. University of Amherst had Trump's approval at 38%, okay? Down 6 points since just April. So unfortunately for Jesse Waters, people have been paying attention to what Donald Trump has been doing for the 6 months. Again, half a year that he's been president, and they don't like it. But obviously Waters is gonna feel a little bit pressured by what Nellis was saying right there. So he's going to try to move to one of his favorite talking points since the last election. But again, that one doesn't work out for him either. Take a look.
You guys were so bad, he won in a landslide. Is anyone in the Democratic Party thinking maybe we could do things differently?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are doing the work of talking about how we build a new Democratic Party. Let's keep in mind Donald Trump didn't win in a landslide. He won by 185,000 votes in 3 swing states.
A landslide is like Nixon, it's like Reagan. We've won bigger landslides. I would agree.
Barack Obama in 2008,
I would absolutely agree. Well, Reagan and Nixon had better numbers than Barack, but we don't want to talk about the Messiah.
Exactly. We don't want to talk about the Messiah. He uses that because Obama was popular. He was. I know Jesse Waters doesn't like to admit it, but Obama was popular. Obama was directly popular in comparison to Trump, which we'll move to, but he did back off there. He got by Mike Nellis about Trump won in a landslide. You know, that thing that if I don't say it every 5 minutes, somebody under the desk cattle prods me. If you're a host on Fox, you want to see the landslide? I've shown this graphic many times. I'll unfortunately have to show it many times more because facts don't matter in comparison to Jesse Waters' feelings. He won by 1.5%. 1.5%. He did not even get 50% of the vote. Okay, if that is a landslide, then let's just take the word landslide out behind a shed and pump a bullet into the back of its head because it doesn't mean anything anymore. It's not worth anything anymore. That's a landslide. Then Joe Biden had a double backflip quintuple, the cherry on top landslide, I guess. We have to go even more over the top because he actually won by millions and millions and millions of votes. That is such a pathetic talking point. And Jesse Waters, by the way, backed off, but he'll be back on in a day or two because again, facts don't matter to these people. Donald Trump could be watching, and he has to believe that he won by a landslide, even though he knows that it's not true. And his base is watching, and they have to believe that this guy is popular. I mean, you know that, like, they know deep inside that prices are going up and the world's laughing at us, but people have to believe that I'm right. They have to agree with me. But again, in terms of the Messiah thing that we talked about, Barack Obama was always more popular than Donald Trump. Even to this 6-month point, he was 25 points net more popular than Donald Trump is. And this, by the way, this is into like the Tea Party. This is honeymoon is done. He was still more popular. And I will remind everyone that we're like 6 months into this second term for Donald Trump. How did it go the first time? Okay. Not during the honeymoon. Not you have to give him a chance. The American people gave him a chance. They gave him 4 years. And what did they do at the end of those 4 years? They threw his ass out of the White House because they hated the job he was doing, or they hated the job he wasn't doing, since he spent so much of his time playing golf instead of doing it. And again, Jesse Waters' job is to pretend things, comfortable lies, comfortable fictions that make Donald Trump and the other old people watching his show feel more comfortable. He knows that, he knows how he gets paid. But it's nice when he occasionally has someone on the show who does not have that same job description and can actually barter in facts.